This your boy Ziggler Wiggler, locked and cocked on the BLOCK, you understand me? Getting it in with my dog, Nolazine TV, you understand me? The best interview.
What's up, world? It's your boy Lil Ya, aka Mr. You Hoid Me, half of the notorious group UNLV, legendary New Orleans, uptown pioneer to this music shit. You Hoid Me, and you're now watching Nolazine TV.
Okay, I'm like, with that being said, I want to start it off early by just giving you and your whole group, like y'all flowers, while you in tech is still here.
Appreciate that, dog.
You know, cause like everybody don't, everybody don't, know the real history of like real New Orleans gangster rap music.
Yeah.
Cause like back in the day, and like a lot of gangster rappers in the '90s was actually rapping over like bounce beats.
Yeah.
But y'all was like giving some raw, and like y'all was the first group to actually, I've heard personally, for my generation, make one. I'm like this record.
This record?
Yeah. I was like, oh, and it was a hit.
Yeah, no doubt.
So like, hey, so y'all actually, like some trendsetters actually for like New Orleans. Like people don't give y'all y'all.
Yeah, everybody we really don't get the credit that we deserve. I know this. Like everybody, all our core fans know it. Period. But I think the respect has always been there. Everybody respect us. Right. We never been disrespected. But the credit level, nah, they don't give us our credit, dog. We good with that.
Hey, before it's my knowledge, like for us one like rap group, y'all put like Uptown on the map first.
Oh yeah. I can't say first because
I'm saying before it's my knowledge. That's why I say before my knowledge first.
All right.
Okay,
all right.
I want you to give us like a little New Orleans history. Like who actually came before y'all and who y'all looked up to.
Uptown, basically, you had Hitman doing this thing before us. You had Juvenile doing this thing before us. Greg was downtown. Gregory D. And sport. You had Devious doing this thing around the time that we came, but he was actually before us. Right. You had a few cats. Jimmy recorded before us, but he wasn't actually in the clubs before us, what I mean? But at the same time, way back in the Gap, we was doing our thing. People don't even know. We was a group called the Sporty MCs. And we used to rap positive. We was like in a 6th or 7th grade, you feel me? So we won every talent show in New Orleans.
That's what y'all was rapping about?
We was rapping positive, dog. We were rapping about crack, the crack epidemic hit New Orleans real hard. So we was doing, the positive rap, spitting out lyrics and messages about crack, what it was doing to people and stuff like that. So we won every talent show in the city. It just happened so bad to us because we won WYLD talent show and we won a contract. And being so young, we looking forward to this contract, to actually cutting the record and shit. It ain't happen like that. So we was like, hold on, man, this rap stuff ain't real. So from the age of 12 up to like 18, 19, we stopped rapping. So I mean, when we started back rapping, you had cats like, Hitman, Jimmy, like I said, Gregory D. They really showing us this shit real. New Orleans, you could get record deals and stuff like this real, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what actually made us start back getting into it. We already knew how to rap and count bars and, really musically inclined. Me and Tech, actually. You know what I'm saying? So once that started, once we saw it was real, we was like, man, let's get off into it again.
Okay. Also, like when did y'all start the rap group and actually named it UNLV?
We was like 18, and the year had to be like 1990. I see 1991. We signed with Cash Money in 1992.
Okay.
But 1991, what we did was we had a crew that we used to hang with, like 5 other cats, and we was like, no, I ain't gonna say no gang, but we were like a clique. They was using the word clique back in the G. You heard me? So we was known for being shy all the time, fucking with the girls, reputation of whooping niggas, and just some wild, violent shit all the time. You know what I mean? So we took that name UNLV and switched it to the rap our rap name. You know what I mean? So that's where you get UNLV from.
Right. Because the world actually everybody didn't know actually what UNLV actually stood for.
Oh yeah. Well, UNLV stands for Uptown Niggas Living Violent. The niggas is spelled Niggas. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. You know what I mean? Well, Nigga, not Nigger.
Right.
And once again, that name actually came from a group of cats. One of my cousin, Damien D.H. the Great. Him and this dudes used to really. They from Catholic school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They were Uptown. They came up with the name. Why, I don't know, but we took the name and started really living how they say it. You know what I mean? So that's where UNLV come from.
Right. Hey, man, like I said, man, if y'all did a lot, but like far as y'all, or like far as yourself, if like as you can speak, growing up, I'm like, who influenced you? I'm like, start making music.
Oh man, I just been around music all my life. Ain't no one, I can't say one rapper actually did it, one singer done it, but I was always around music. I always wanted to sing, couldn't sing. I got tired of playing instruments. I played a lot of different instruments in the band. I got tired of playing instruments, so my uncle come to me talking about this rap stuff, and it was like early 80s, you know what I'm saying? Once we started rapping, so I picked up the mic and started rapping, had a way with words, and chose that route.
And look at that, if y'all made, I'm like New Orleans history, for picking up the mic.
No doubt. Yeah,
because you could have been anything, but you chose to be a rapper in the early '90s. In New Orleans.
Right.
Like, they didn't have too many people offering deals to New Orleans artists in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And we tried to create that.
Right.
So, like, how did you actually come up, with your, rap name?
Well, I went through a couple of different rap names. My first name actually was Master P.
Oh.
Master P. And the P is for fat. A lot of people call me Ya Fat. You know what I'm saying? That's how they think my name is pronounced and spelled. My name is Ya Fat. And it's Y-A-P-H-E-T. My family called me Fat, not Fat. The world called me Fat. You know what I'm saying? That's my nickname to the world, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's my first rap name was Master P. Then I switched it from Master P to Polo P, because I always had a love for Ralph. You know what I'm saying? I always rock Polo. So I went from there.
You still wearing
it? Yeah, I still fucking I'm guilty of still fucking with Polo. You know what I mean? But check, then I started Lil Ya. I was like, let me put a little more of my real name into it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what the P really stands for. So Lil Ya, Ya Fat, that's my name.
So ask you this question: when you named yourself Master P, did you ever heard of the other Master P first?
This was
way before he was Master P.
This was when we was at Sport MCs.
Okay.
Master P wasn't even.
It wasn't even.
Nah.
It wasn't thought of yet.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Okay, that's hey.
I left it alone. I left it alone before it even was thought of.
Right.
You know what I mean? I went from Master P to Polo P.
Okay. So, like, hey, but tell the world, hey, but like for us right now, like, what's the average day like for you?
The average day, man, right now, I stay busy. I do a lot of business. Every day I do I put in at least 3-4 hours of work pertaining to to this music industry every day, even on Sundays. But my average day, I got a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old that I'm still dealing with.
You still shooting them out, huh?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I got grandkids, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You got grandkids? You got a 7-year-old too?
A 2-year-old too.
Dang.
Well, you just made 3 on the 30th.
They gonna be uncles to older kids.
I got a son younger than a couple of my grandkids.
Dang.
I mean, it was me like that, you did. Yep, but I'm married, I'm happily married. I'm taking care of my kids, mom, we'll do this. I got daddy duties, then I gotta do the music industry thing. You know what I'm saying? From there, I got a little company that I deal with seasonal out here in Houston. You know, I run it along with my little partner. It's a seafood company, seafood business. You know, we cater to different people and shit like that on that level. You know what I'm saying? Got a little clothing thing that I also do. You know what I'm saying? I have more artists on my label that I tend to during the day. So I'm pretty much busy from at least 6:30 in the morning till I say 8:30 at night. I'm an early bird. I'm old now, so I'm ducked off. When y'all still on the block doing y'all thing, I'm ducked off sleep. You with me? 10:30.
Speaking on, you know, putting out music and still dealing with the music industry, I want you to explain, what's the difference from like putting music out in the early 90s versus now?
Well, it has its pros and cons both ways, you know what I'm saying? Because back in the G, it was, first of all, it was more of a business than it is a hobby, you know what I mean? As far as that, when you're doing it, when you cut a record back in the G, you spending money to go in the studio, a professional studio. You know, they didn't have all these different cash with setups and, you know, this portable shit. They didn't have it like that. We had rails. You know, we didn't have Pro Tools. So, you know, to put your record on the rail, man, that shit was expensive. So you going in there with the mentality of, I'm not going to the studio to bullshit. It ain't no party about to go on. It's work about to happen. You know, so we going in there with that on our mind off the dump. You know, and far as like this promoting and shit like that, I think it's more easier nowadays because you don't have to put all the blood, sweat, and tears behind it. You ain't gotta go bang a poster on a motherfucking wall hoping that, you know, 100 people see it. You know, when you go to the internet right now, you know, put something up there and millions of people see it quickly, you know what I mean? So I mean, it has its pros and cons. But I really think the difference is between both. We coming up in my time and before me, we appreciate it better. You know, we appreciate it more at least because we know all the hard work that we did to get where we at. You know what I'm saying? It's like overnight success sometimes. You know, you might enjoy your overnight success for a minute when you realize that's what it was. That shit, you ain't got no jeopardy with that shit. You out of there. You feel me? You ain't got nothing to appreciate really.
Right. Like, you know, because I had like far as New Orleans go, but I had like a lot of artists complaining about like not getting on the radio and not doing this, but like back in the day, they don't realize like getting on the radio and all that was high and very expensive. Yeah. Like, you know, like a lot of artists didn't just like they had a lot of artists back in the day too. People don't know.
Yeah, you had to pay to play, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? And they came up, I guess it was like the mid 2000 when everybody started exposing that shit. Yeah. It was called the payola or whatever. But that's been around since day one, bro. You know, you grease DJs, you grease radio stations or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even the majors have a budget with the radio stations for the artists to get played. You know, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, like a lot of artists don't know that. Like, I'm like everything on like that you don't pay for as an independent artist.
Right.
And like the record label have to pay for it. Yeah. They gonna charge you double.
Yeah.
Like the artists don't know that.
Shit. Yeah, fucking right.
Like if you don't pay for it,
we don't
and they pay for it, I'm gonna show you.
It's gonna be double, right?
I'm gonna show you.
Yeah. That's how it go, bro.
So also, like, you know, coming out being a music artist way before social media and all this.
Yeah.
Hey, but like how the transition has been, I'm like, for you.
Oh man, it's been a hell of a transition, dog. I'm talking about I came like MySpace era. That's when I really started trying to fuck with the computer and shit, and I was totally lost, dog. I ain't stupid and I ain't illiterate by far. I was real good in computer science and computer lit, but this new shit, dog, I mean, I'm still learning it, bro. I'm talking about even Instagram, bro. I'm still learning how to do different shit and, you know what I'm saying, reach everybody at one time type shit. You know, it's crazy, bro. I embrace it, you know what I'm saying, because I love learning new shit, period. But fuck, dog, it's different, bro. It's different. And at the same time, I still rock like I used to back in the G. You could catch me on the block. I mean, not doing what I was doing, but you could catch me any given time, anywhere, and I'm the same person. I'ma holler at my fans. I ain't gonna, if I'm on the internet or whatever, somebody speak to me or whatever, I'm gonna speak back. That shit don't make me Hollywood. You feel me? I ain't living a life that a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, living on that gram and ain't living in real life. You feel me?
Okay.
So it's authentic. Plus it's internet age, so I'm embracing it, man.
So I want you to explain just briefly about this, like I'm like, y'all started one, rap group in like 1991, and y'all signed with Cash Money in the early days, actually when it was like really like hard and have to go through them small chitlin circuits and meet people. Like I want you to like just give like a little brief on the demographic, almost like the hard work all y'all had to put into, because it wasn't just the label, it was y'all too.
Right. Well, we had a lot of meet and greets and shit like that. You had to, when your album come out, you actually had to be at Odyssey, Peaches, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was our record stores in New Orleans at the time. Brown Sugar, signing autographs and actually communicating with the people, talking to them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You had to put in your work every time an album come out, man. I'm telling you, we got like at least probably about 20 shows lined up already, and we ain't about to get a quarter for it. I mean, we ain't about to come out of our pocket for it. They gonna pay for all expenses and shit, but it's called promotional stage. We gotta promote that album. Now a lot of motherfuckers, you come out of the album nowadays, you ain't gotta promote this album. I mean, we gotta promote the album. We ain't gotta do promo shows. You tell a youngster about a promo show nowadays, nigga might won't think you jacking them or something, you know what I mean? But that was a part of the game back then.
Right.
You feel me? That was a part of the game. You promo running, then you get paid for shows and going in these different spots and nigga not knowing you, they looking at you stupid,
It was just to make them believe.
Right.
So I read something. I don't know. I think I read this. I don't want to lie.
Okay.
What's the beef between UNLV and Mystikal real?
Nah, that was a big fake, dog.
So
that beef, we let the cat out the bag maybe a year or two ago, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I think I saw it. That's why I don't want to lie.
That was something that he started. I'll take it back if you got a minute.
Okay.
You dig? Well, originally we know Mystikal from Corn. I know him from Green, but Tech and Yellow met him at Corn. All of us went to school together. He a senior, we was a sophomore. Okay. He was a cheerleader. We was in a band. We had a relationship where we ribbed all the time. Y'all, New Orleans know what the fuck ribbing is.
Yeah.
So we ribbed all the time. We was always cool. We never had no problem ribbing or nigga getting mad cause nigga ribbing. We used to tear each other ass up, literally. You know what I'm saying? So when he graduated, we hadn't got out of school at the same time. He was in the service. But we on top, make a long story short, we on top of the pile in New Orleans doing our thing. Ain't nothing fucking with us, period. You dig? So Mystikal come holler at me on the block. I'm hustling, I'm doing my thing. See, he come on holler at me on the block talking about, say bro, I rap, dog, I want this y'all, boy, have y'all, telling me he just got out of service. Remember I know him from high school, so our relationship or whatever, he was like, yeah dog, I'm gonna dish y'all, I want y'all to dish me back. And he asked me who he think I should sign, who I think he should sign with. I told him, well, holler at beat him. He let me hear something he had, and that nigga was raw with the lyric, the rap. That shit sounded like it was already on CD, and it was him rapping over a track. You feel me? I was like, ooh, fucking right. So he come back the next week telling me he didn't sign with, about 2 weeks later, he came back, say I didn't sign with Baby, I signed with Big Boy. You dig? And that's when we was talking about, all right, go ahead, do your thing. You dig? I told him I was gonna holler at Tech and Yellow because I was out there by myself. I said, I'm gonna holler at them about it, see what they say, but handle your business. So he dissed us twice before we even dissed him back. Reason being because he didn't make no noise when he dissed us the first time.
Right.
So that last diss called Yellow a coward, and he had done got hot, nigga. Even we was like, ooh, that nigga blazing now, So it was time to go to war, you heard me?
I ain't lie to you, like I tell people, like I've been traveling a lot, like man, it's very hard for like New Orleans artists to make one like diss record, because we so close to each other. We could literally running each other anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like I wouldn't advise nobody to make a diss record
Right.
about each other. But like y'all was the first people. I'm like, dang, a dragon by the river. Like, man, they gonna kill Mystikal.
Yeah, we went through a lot of shit behind that, dog. I mean, it got so serious with that record that till people actually thought we had something to do with Yella's sister. I mean, with Mystikal's sister.
Damn.
And they thought Mystikal had something to do with Yella murder. You know what I'm saying?
And New Orleans always,
nah,
you know,
shit,
they always try to put two and two together, but it's never right.
Right. But that beef with PNC, Partners in Crime, you know, that was some real shit. You know, we best of partners right now, but back then,
And how the beef started.
man, that shit started. Well, you know, everybody got different stories. You know what I'm saying? My story is I really thought that them niggas ain't like me because of one of these little partners over later I was fucking with. So I'm like, man, them niggas. And then at the same time, I remember Baby them had us to audition them for the company. And we was like, dang. I thought they were trying to be UNLV.
Right. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was like,
it actually interviewed Pete. I mean, it actually interviewed on like Mr. Meaner, and like he kind of told me like a little bit about, you know, actually trying to sign to Cash Money, but he didn't say anything about UNLV. He was like, he just did see eye with Baby.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened with that. That's
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I done heard of a few stories from, you know, Mr. Meaner, Kango, Tech. Everybody have a different twist to these stories. But I think the main thing was we felt like they didn't like us and they didn't even know us. Right. You know what I'm saying? That was our total beef, dog.
Right.
You know, how could you like a nigga you don't even know, dog? That was hate back then. The word hate wasn't out, but that was hate back then, and that's how we was looking at it. Right. But you know, that shit bygones, dog. That shit squashed for real. And I love them niggas, dog, like brothers. Them niggas, they solid with us. You know, we keep it solid with them.
And what I tell everybody, like even in New Orleans, like, hey, but if anybody beefing in New Orleans over 10 years, hey, but they usually get cool again.
Yeah.
They're like, man, look, man, ain't
you
no
know that
blood,
shit don't last in
money.
New Orleans.
Yeah,
I mean,
we gotta see each other.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
and when we see each other, you know how it's gonna be.
We gotta see each other. So it's like it's either we gonna kill each other or we gonna squash it,
bro. Yeah. That's what we did, dog. I'm glad we did, bro. Cause like right around that time, you was getting murdered in rap beef. Like Big and Pop lost their life around that time, dog. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. I'm glad we squashed that. Came to head.
Matter of fact, speaking on Big and Pop, and like just even that time, I want to know from like somebody who was rapping in New Orleans and like trying to become like nationwide, like how did you feel trying to expand your music career when the whole world was just had two sides beef with each other, like East Coast and West Coast, and like you trying to come nationwide?
It was like it wasn't. It really didn't affect me. They beef didn't affect me because
I was picking though.
I was you had to pick your side. I was rocking with Biggie, but it was like we as the South, we had people like what's the boy's name, man, Big Boy and Outkast. We had Outkast doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? But in Ghetto Boys, of course, doing their thing around that time. But we as the South was still trying to, you know, get on the map. So, you know, that was the East Coast and the West Coast. Them boys already there, so, you know, that was on them. But we still was focusing on easing in that game, right. Bro. You know, that's what we was at during that time.
Like, and I tell people, like, this the thing, like, I want to ask you a little bit about, like, because like right now, I see like a lot of artists complaining, like, man, but the music industry ain't like messing with New Orleans. But I say, man, just my knowledge of just watching people making it,
right?
It was the record labels help get pushed through. Like with the Cash Money and the No Limits, got these artists to be seen. It wasn't really too many.
Because of the light that they put on New Orleans.
Because the labels can't sign certain people, but I think by No Limit and Cash Money making a powerhouse, it would help them artists have longevity. Because like you know back in the day, but they had like major labels come sign like Warren Mays and like Mac when he was 12, Greg Deedham. I think Greg Deedham had a deal too. Yeah, like they had labels signing, but like Cash Money and like No Limit became a powerhouse and really made you know them artists.
Yeah, I think because you know once they got the deal that put the spotlight on New Orleans, and they was like maybe New Orleans have something else to offer, even though P and Baby them, you know, they really put their artists, put their artists out there, whatever. But they had other artists in New Orleans that the people was concerned about. And I feel like the statement you made saying, they're not looking at New Orleans. I disagree with that, because if you listen to a lot of major shit that's out right now, they got New Orleans influence. They got bounce influence.
They got out.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they looking. The artists looking. I think the artists looking more harder than the investors and the labels, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the artists taking out music, doing their thing.
Of course.
With it. You know what I'm saying?
But how do you feel about that? Like when you just hear and we don't see our own doing it in the mainstream level.
I mean, music is a universal language, and we all know, music's gonna be sampled and recycled.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no problem with that. My problem is them not acknowledging
New Orleans,
doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people in our city business not handles.
Right.
They just come and jack them. Just take their shit.
Like I would prefer them to at least able to go take our sound, come shoot the video in New Orleans, and like put somebody, like put Black and Mild in the video.
Exactly, dog. Right. Like Drake done it, dog.
Hey, Drake did it right. But also he has New Orleans ties.
Yeah.
He got New Orleans ties.
Right,
so,
right.
So I think he had no choice to do it that week. Right. Everybody else just like, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah. I don't respect that, dog. I don't respect that. Just do shit, man. For real.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like being in the music industry over 20 years, tell us what you enjoy about it and tell us what you actually hate about it.
I actually enjoy the finances, the love, doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like having a career. Well, a job and a career is two different things anyway, but a career is something you enjoy doing and getting bread for it. I love my career. And what I don't like about it is people that get into shit that don't totally understand it and fuck it up. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna call no names. I ain't shitting on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man of my word. Niggas know I got a problem. I bring it to them, point blank. That's my name in this industry. You know what I'm saying? But promoters that just jump in the game and think a nigga trying to get over them when they ask for a deposit and slick shit niggas do. You gotta
give a deposit. You gotta lock it in right.
Yeah, you gotta lock it in right, dog. I don't like the fact that anybody with equipment call themselves a DJ. I feel that's disrespecting the DJs in the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, them dudes put in work learning that shit.
But the older DJs actually know how to like.
Yeah, they know what vinyl
but they know
is.
like the technique.
Yeah, they know what a 1200 technique is.
Like the brand new DJs just like, man, I'm about to just do this to make some money. Like other DJs back in the day loved it more.
I respect your hustle, dog, but don't go to putting it out like that like you're a fucking DJ, dog, because you really not no DJ.
You gotta learn the craft first.
Yeah, dog.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like even if you don't, I'm like invest the time to actually learn.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I feel that's a smack in the face to cats like Manny Fresh and KLC. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes been doing this shit forever, dog. They really learned the craft before they even say put DJ on the front of my name.
Hey, well, speaking on KL and Manny Fresh, I'm like getting this like a little briefly. I'm like before we leave, like if I actually read that, if they feel like if the brand new Orleans artists are kind of stuck. And because like the world is still looking for that old New Orleans sound, the KLC, the beat by pound, and Cash Money, like New Orleans still had the same sound from over 20 years ago.
Right.
So like the industry don't know New Orleans new sound, and like a lot of people feel like the new artists are like gravitating towards Atlanta and Houston. So like, do you feel like it's time for New Orleans to actually come out
I feel
with a brand new sound?
Yeah, get back in our zone, man. Get back in our zone, because you leaving something that's hot, other people taking it and doing something. And
but I was just saying, just in general, like, do you think like we need to find that brand new next producer and like create a whole nother sound?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because I'm like, the industry still looking for that same sound.
When you have your own sound, dog,
you gotta keep it that way.
Nothing could touch it. Period. You gotta keep. It's like something that ain't broke. Why fix it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's fixed already, man. People I mean, motherfuckers try to find their own identity a whole lifetime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People try to find their whole sound a whole lifetime.
So we have our sound and we
exactly.
still ain't using it right.
Yeah, when you get there, you gotta stick to the strip, dog.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because P-Time Mo, shout out P-Time Mo, he said something that actually made a lot of sense. He thinks every upcoming New Orleans artist have to do one song, at least one song.
One bounce song. No
one
doubt.
bounce song or like any culture song from New Orleans.
I agree. And I got that from Slim. Sugar Slim taught us that. Because we was those knuckleheads coming into the studio, man, we ain't doing no fucking bounce. We was those knuckleheads. You know, people don't know that.
Right.
That's where you get our method of a bounce track putting gangster raps over it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We wasn't a call and chant rap or bounce rappers. We never was. We tried it or we fiddled with it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we was those knuckleheads. And Giant Slim, Sugar Slim, man, made us realize, look, dog, y'all from here. If y'all don't put some bounce on each album, y'all gonna lose. Right. And each album we ever did, I bet you can find a bounce song.
Right. But speaking on just Cash Money, like in Cripple, everybody always talk about Birdman maybe do something, but like a lot of people never say that name. Like nobody say Slim told me to do this.
Man,
like
Slim.
A lot of people don't understand. Like if Slim does a lot for that company.
Slim, the brain. When they see, you hear people say the brains of the company, dog. That's the brains, my nigga. Baby's just the face. I mean, don't get it twisted. I could never say he don't contribute what he's supposed to the company. I ain't saying shit like that. What I'm saying, especially music, Lane Klein, man, Slim gonna step in that studio with you, my nigga. Look, do this like this, do this like this. I could name. I'm gonna tell you 3 artists off the dump that he actually had a lot to do with, dog. Us. You know, when you heard shit like Uptown for Life, we live by the gun. We died. That's Slim telling me, yeah, say this, that's Slim right there. Then when you hear Miss T, another artist from our time, you know what I'm saying? All of the hooks and swings and runs, that's Slim. You know what I'm saying? She just had the talent to do it, but that's Slim. We just had the talent to do what he was telling us to do. That's Slim. BG, another one. You dig? So, man, that dude, yeah, bro. My baby gon' put his 2 cents in or whatever, whoop.
But baby gonna be baby.
Yeah, baby gonna be baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Don't sleep on Slim, boy. Leave that.
All right, with that being said, what's your advice to a younger artist that's trying to follow? What's your advice to a younger artist or anyone in the streets that's trying to follow y'all footsteps?
Stay in school first of all. All us graduated. Got a little college under our belt, and that shit really helped. But dedicate yourself to your craft, man. You know, this is something you want to do. Know that you really got to put in the time and the dedication to make it work. I mean, we ain't get this far with just going in the studio and rapping, dog. You know what I mean? So that's and learn the business. Learn the business. These days you don't have to know as much as we had to know back in the days because the structure of the distribution and the business itself is different. You feel me? So learn the business, dedicate yourself more than anything.
Okay. And tell us, what's next for you?
Oh man, I got a lot of the best is yet to come. You know, we got movies in the making, we got books. You know, everybody knew Check Incarcerated, he coming home real soon. You know, and a lot of shit.
You know, we gonna fly back out here. We gonna do another interview with both of y'all.
Definitely. We got the documentary on YouTube right now. That's only the first part. Okay. So the second part gonna be, you know, once he come home, he'll do the second part too. But like I say, we got one more. We both agreed on one more album. You know, we got a couple of tours with different people coming up. You know, but far as me, I'm about to release like 6 songs, a little EP. You know, I'm gonna do it, release that and a Ya and Friends album at the same time because I've been constantly working, doing features, a lot of shit. So I want to do a Ya and Friends album at the same time. I'll release those at the same time. You know, UNLV album, books, movies, and you know, constantly building businesses. other businesses around this, man. You know?
Okay. And I'm also, but last but not least, tell everybody, I'm like, what can they find you on social media? It's just every music platform.
For sure, I'm on every music platform. All our classic albums hasn't been released on a digital label yet, but they will be. But right now, you can get Uptown for Life, Six and Barone, Keep It Gutter, the relaunch, all on a digital platform right now. So y'all don't sleep on that shit. But eventually, all of them will be on the digital platform. My Instagram is Lil Ya UNLV 3. My Facebook, I can be reached at Yaphat. That's YAPHAT UNLV. Twitter, I don't really mess with Twitter too much, so y'all can look me up on there. Y'all want features or whatever, fuck with me. 832-228-6690. 832-228-6690. You
sound like
me?
A commercial.
For real. But yeah.
Well, you know.
And look, don't sleep on my artist, Young L's. Yeah, I definitely gotta put him out there, dog.
Well, I want to say, I'm like appreciate you here at Nolazine TV. I still want to give you your flowers at the end.
Appreciate that, man. Once again, bro. Oh yeah. One more thing. Let me plug this in. Look, also during the pandemic, you know, I've been doing a lot of work. I put out 2 joint venture albums. One with my little cousin Shooter. It's called Gangsta Bloodline. And I got another album out with Diesel the Beast. He's a kid affiliated artist. And the name of our album is The Big Boy Album. It's on digital platforms everywhere.
All right.
Shit.
Well, you know, with all that being said, I would say, but we done.
Appreciate your time, dog. Appreciate that.
Oh, wait a minute. Nolazine make them hoes scream. You understand me? You want a t-shirt? You want a half a wife beater with a hole in it? You want a pair of short pants with 6 holes in it with all your coochie hanging out on the side? Holla at your people, baby. Sigil away, you understand me? Loud and cock on this BLOCK, you understand me? A beautiful day.